Hello YouTube, Chrome Freak here. I want to start this video by saying I'm going to really try to make it through this video. I want to dedicate it to a very good friend of mine named Bill Long, Wild Bill Long. Unfortunately, he passed away this morning, and this is a man who left a mark on my soul. That the only other man could probably top it would be my dad. A very good friend, an older brother, father type figure. Just a great man. He lost his battle with lung cancer this morning, and it's a sad day. Bill, you'll be forever missed, but never forgotten, my friend. Never. He'd be proud of me for this buy too. You're looking at the M1 Carbine, and if you go back in my videos all the way to the very beginning, it's actually the first firearm video I ever did was on the M1 Carbine. This one right here, a plain field. And what's missing on this is the upper foreguard. I actually have it at a gunsmith right now, getting the rivets put back in it because I tried to do it myself. I could not do it properly. I couldn't get the rivet gun down in the holes, and I did not want to damage the wood in any way. So I went ahead and I brought it to a gunsmith. And I was hoping to have it back before this video, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. And also, PS update on Marlin Firearms. I can safely say with confidence now that their customer service sucks. I ordered parts from them over a month ago now, if we figure it out, and I'm still waiting on these parts. I've reordered them because the first order, they blamed on the postal service. Well, it's a couple of weeks now and I still haven't received the second order now, which they're paying for. So I don't know who they're going to blame it on this time, but I'm going to go out and say confidently, Marlin Firearms, I love your firearms, but you guys suck. Okay, let's get past that. I was going to do the video on the parts changing of the Marlin. We will do that video. I'm getting a lot of PMs about that. There's people waiting on that, and I will get to that as soon as I get the parts for it. But right now, we're going to do this video. I was not in the market to buy an M1 Carbine at all. I'm a guy who loves firearms, as you all know, and I stop at a lot of gun stores. And down here in Florida, in Fort Lauderdale area, to be particular, there's a lot of pawn shops, and these pawn shops second as gun shops. A lot of people pawn their guns and they sell their guns. So the pawn shops are also gun dealers. Well, I'll stop into them every now and then and I'll see what they have. And sometimes you run across a great deal. This is one of those times. This is an IBM receiver with a Rockola barrel, a Rockola gas port, a Winchester stock. I've seen this hanging on a rack way on the bottom, and I could see the price sticker hanging off of it for $4.99 on it. What is wrong with that carbine that they're selling it for $4.99? So I asked to look at it. I looked the gun over. I see what it is. I could see under the front sight, IBM Corp. I see it's a Rockola barrel right off the top. Bang. Winchester stock. And I'm thinking, what? There's got to be something wrong with this firearm for $4.99. And I can't find nothing wrong with it. So I go ahead. I didn't have the money on me that day. This was a couple weeks ago. So I put a deposit, I put it on layaway. I went back the other day and I picked it up and still a little leery. But when the guy wrote up the receipt, I realized that even though they sell firearms, these are not firearm experts. Neither am I, but I do know a little bit about M1 carbines. The guy wrote the receipt up, he looked at me and he asked me, what kind of M1 carbine is that? And I went on to explain to him that it's a parts bin gun, just like almost all M1 carbines out there. When they came back from the war, they were broke down into parts bins, actually even before some of them went to war. Broke down into parts bins and put back together. So it's very hard to find one that's, in fact, you won't find one that's got all matching numbers and is all one inland, an IBM, a Rockola, whatever make it might be, you're not going to find one that's completely all the way through 100%. It's impossible. Not impossible, but you're going to pay a huge amount of money to do that. Anyway, I told him it's an IBM receiver. He looked at me kind of half sideways and said, I better look on our computer system to see what it is to put on the receipt. He comes back with the receipt with Universal written on it. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, they think they're selling me a Universal. There's an M1 Carbine out there called a Universal, which was made after World War II in the 60s. Bottom of the barrel M1 Carbine, a Universal. If you guys got one, I'm sorry to say it. There are some good Universal M1 carbines out there, but for the most part, they were not mil-spec. and a lot of them are garbage. Straight up, a lot of universals are garbage. And this one slipped through the cracks, and I ended up with an IBM receiver on a rock, like I told you, Rockola barrel, Rockola Gasport, Winchester stock for $4.99, and I just could not pass that up. And I went out the door smiling. I mean, I told the guy it's a IBM receiver. What am I going to do? I'm not going to beat him in the head with it. He wants to sell it to me for that. I'm going to take it. So I was not in the market for it. Picked it up. I grabbed it, and wow. I'm going to go ahead and get the forend. Like I said, it's in the with the gunsmith right now. When I get that back, we're going to put that back on the playing field here, and then I'm going to put this up for sale. I'm going to sell it probably locally down here. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. I also, this being the first firearm video I had done way back when, never got into, I was going to take the firearm apart and show you guys where to check for markings, numbers, what to look for when buying an M1 Carbine. Because I do know a little bit about it. I'm not no expert, like I said, but I do know M1 Carbines. And we'll do that with this firearm. I was really never into it with the playing field not being an actual World War II firearm. But with this one, I am. And another thing that came with this firearm, which is unbelievable to me. By the way, both of them, go ahead and leave it open. You can see nothing in there, it's empty. Both of them have been safety checked for you safety Sallies out there. Both open, both clean. I was not into it with the playing field. I'm into it with this one. It also came with the oiler, with the Army issued strap. Just one heck of a deal. I mean, this is an $800 to $1,000 carbine all day long. And I can't believe I got it for the price I got it at. And it just goes to show, you know, you walk into these stores and sometimes you can find that needle in a haystack, and here it is. Proof positive. And I actually paid nothing for this one, as you guys know. So it's a win-win for me completely. I get lucky every now and then, and this is one of them times. Like I said, this one's going to be up for sale, and we're going to do another video. We're going to break this down, and I'll show you guys, in my opinion, what to look for, where some numbers are located, and how you could track this gun back to World War II, and if it ended up with the Germans or wherever it went. They each put their little markings on it, and we'll go through all that. But I just wanted to share that with you. You got a 5-round mag here, a 15, 3 30s. I'll probably give up one of the 30s maybe to go with the playing field. I do want to keep the 15 rounder because the 15 is empty. It is an original, the way it was in World War II right there. The 30 rounders came out with the M2 being fully auto. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. No need to make a long one about it. Got myself a new Glock hat also. Throw that in there. But what a steal, what a deal. I took this gun apart last night just to go through it. I mean, it's just so clean, it's unbelievable. The barrel looks brand new. It's beautiful. Everything about it, and it's just wonderful. I can't even tell you guys. Let me see if I can get it up close, and hopefully we can see this. Where are you at? There you are. Front sight. That's my dog drinking back there. I'm sorry, guys. Just a beautiful, beautiful carbine. I mean, it's just so clean and pretty. And appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. The contest winners. The gentleman that won the contest should be receiving his Mosin Nagant. If he hasn't already got it, it should be there by Monday or Tuesday of this week coming. And the other guys should have already gotten their second and third prizes in the mail. And just once again, everybody, thank you for helping make that contest a success. And once again, just thank you for watching my videos. Next video will either be the Marlin parts, or we're going to take this down and we're going to go over the numbers of the M1 Carbine. I'm so excited about having an actual World War II carbine, safe direction, pull the trigger, that I can't wait to get into this one. And that's kind of, like I said, the reason I didn't do it on this one. I really wasn't into it. It's not an actual World War II. This is, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody watching once again, and good night, YouTube.